We spend our days curating our lives, convinced we are the main characters in a story we entirely control. But that control is an illusion. Surah Ya-Sin, a central chapter of the Qur'an, opens with two mysterious letters, Ya, Sin. These letters immediately confront the reader with a hard boundary. They are a stark reminder that human knowledge has absolute limits. When approaching a text like this, we often bring our own criteria, expecting the scripture to prove itself to us. The book demands the exact opposite. By swearing by the wise Qur'an, the text establishes a standard that exists outside human opinion. It claims the authority to measure our lives against its wisdom, effectively turning the reader into the subject being evaluated. The 7th through 10th verses paint a terrifying picture of this resistance. They describe heavy chains locked around a person's neck, forcing their head up, and impenetrable barriers erected in front of and behind them. Arrogance builds its own darkness. These metaphors describe a mind locked into its own narrative, where external reality ceases to register. People reject clear guidance because they prefer comfortable routines over disruptive truths. When ego dictates acceptance, glaring realities become entirely invisible. Those who turn away from the message are rarely lacking evidence. They are making an active, calculated choice to ignore the signs so their pride remains intact. Look outward to the dead, cracked earth. Rain falls, and it immediately erupts with complex, vibrant life, a repetitive, undeniable miracle. The sun and the moon operate on precise, unbreakable orbits, never overlapping or falling out of step. The entire cosmos runs on flawless mechanics. Even our own technological survival relies on this strict order. A massive ship stays afloat on volatile oceans only because it perfectly submits to the physical laws of water and wind designed by the Creator. Every single atom in the universe is controlled, balanced, and purposeful. So ask yourself, how could your brief human life be the one random, pointless exception? Historically, humanity has always tried to dodge this logic. When messengers arrived with clear warnings, societies deployed the exact same cyclical excuse. You are just ordinary humans, exactly like us. The root of that excuse is deeply predictable. The two hardest actions for the human ego to endure are submitting to a higher, unseen authority and giving away hard-earned wealth. The surah counters this with the story of the believing man. He rushed from the far end of the city to support the messengers and was killed for it. His immediate entry into paradise proves that real success is divine acceptance, regardless of physical survival. For the society that murdered him, the consequences were absolute. The Creator didn't need to send massive armies or wage a drawn-out war to enact justice. Their destruction was finalized with a single, deafening blast. A delay in consequence is a test of patience. It is never a sign of divine weakness. When the end of a life or an entire civilization finally arrives, it comes without a warning bell. All of their preparation time instantly evaporates for anyone who decided to wait for a better moment to believe. Then comes the sudden blast of the trumpet. Humanity is resurrected, rising completely exposed, utterly confused, and with nowhere left to hide. Stepping into the akhirah, the afterlife, marks the brutal end of every fake narrative. The illusions of the earthly world are stripped away entirely. A horrifying command separates the criminals from the rest of humanity. Meanwhile, believers experience the ultimate intimate reward, a direct greeting of peace spoken by their Lord. The logic is inescapable. Whatever truth a person successfully rationalizes away today, they will be forced to stand and witness tomorrow. In that moment of final judgment, the most terrifying mechanism of absolute justice activates. The human mouth is sealed entirely shut. You become your own ultimate witness. Your hands speak, your feet testify, detailing every single hidden action you ever took. Your physical autonomy is a borrowed power. These hands and feet are currently documenting a history that they will eventually present as testimony against you. You are not weak. You are not confused. If you turn away, You are simply choosing the temporary comforts of the dunya, this earthly life, over permanent reality. So ask yourself one question. If your body testifies today, what exactly will it say?